Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven and thank you very much for joining me today. And today's project we're going to be making a pop-up treat box using items from the Papercraft Essential magazine that is out this month, and this month features a kit from Simply Made Crafts. So this is the magazine and this is issue 219. You can get this on Craft Stash. A link will be put in the description bar below. You can also get them from your local supermarket. So I'm just going to find Helen's page to show you. So here is Helen's page, and as you can see we have some cute treat boxes. So that's what that looks like. How gorgeous are they? Lovely. And then I believe there's other inspiration things from other designers as well throughout the magazine. So the kit comes in this box and it contains 108 foiled die cut toppers, 47 die cut toppers, 1 meter of red twine, 1 meter of green twine, try saying that fast, star gift box template, ribbon and more. So here we have the kit. So we have the ribbon and twine, we have this box template here, and then we have all these where they are cut out, scored. So you just need to just push them out and then you fold on the score lines and make your box up, and then you can decorate it with the elements around it. So we have Santa, we have a reindeer, and it repeats it, and then we've got this box here. So you get a variety of different things in this kit, and if you're wanting a project to make for someone really quickly, then this would be ideal. So this is, where is it, $10.99 for the magazine, so I think that is a great price for that. And then the papers that we are using, now I can't remember at the top of my head what this is called, but I have it on the screen for you, and this is one of Helen's digital download papers that you can get for $4.99. Like I said in the previous video about these papers, you purchase in for the link, and then once you've got that link you can print off as many of these papers as you want for years and years to come. So like I said, I have the name on the screen for you, but they are absolutely beautiful papers. So now you know what we're going to be using to make our box, then let's get started. So you're going to need some cardstock that measures 11.5 inches by 6 7/8 of an inch, and you are going to score it along the 11.5 inch side at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4 and 11. Then you will score it along the 6 7/8 of an inch side at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Then if you're using centimeters, you'll need to cut yours down to 29.2 centimeters by 17.5. Along the 29.2 centimeters, you will score it at 7, 14, 21 and 28. Along the 17.5 centimeters side, you will score it at 7 and 14. So before we do any folding on our score lines, the only one that we're going to fold is this 1/2 inch section here. So we're going to fold on that score line and we're going to tuck that behind there, because we're going to line this edge up on our scoreboard, and then it's easier for us to get our center tick marks in these rectangle pieces here. So you'll see here at the top we have these 4 rectangles. That's where we're going to add our tick marks, and then underneath that you have these 2 large squares underneath. Okay, so like I said, fold that 1/2 inch over and line this edge up into your scoreboard, and we are going to tick mark at 1 3/8, 4 1/8, 6 7/8, and 9 and 5/8. And in centimeters, that is 3.5, 10.5, 17.5 and 24.5. Okay, so now you need your scoring tool and a ruler, and we are going to score some lines. So we're going to score from this tick mark here to there, and then from here to here. Okay, so I'm going to get my scoring tool, and I like to place it in the corner here and then line it up to that tick mark, and then I know that it's going to be all lined up. Okay, so make sure that's all level, and there we go. So can you see that we've added this triangle shape here, and we're going to do that all the way across. So there we go. So that's what that will look like now. I'm hoping that you can see it. I can't really tell if you can because of the light, but I'm hoping that you can see it. So we've basically added these triangle score lines here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to fold on all our score lines. Please make sure you use a bone folder so your lines are nice and crisp, because it will make it a lot easier for this top section here to fold in really nicely. So go ahead and fold on those score lines. Okay, so now we need to do some trimming. So I'm going to turn it this way so hopefully you can see. So we have this skinny rectangle piece here. We need to cut that off completely. And I'm also going to give that a slight trim at an angle. So that's what that looks like. You don't want to cut this small piece off here. Okay, so you leave this small piece and then this longer one here. Then all we're going to do is just cut up these score lines here. Just going to fold that in. Give this a trim at an angle. And also give it a cut like that. We're going to miss this one, and then we're going to do the same to this one. Okay, and then we're going to miss this one. So this is what it should look like. So now what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to add my patterned paper first. So I'm going to cut that ready and then I'll be back. Okay, so for our larger pieces across here, you will need 4 that measures 2 3/8 by 2 3/8, and that is 6.7 by 6.7 centimeters, and they're going to go across there like so. And then for the top here, we will need 4 pieces that measure 2 3/8 by 1 1/8 of an inch, and that is 6.7 by 2.9 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to lay that on top like that, making sure that it's nice and central and it's got a nice equal border all the way around. And then all I did was just tick mark where that centerpiece is on here. Okay, so I'll place that back on there, just tick mark the centerpiece, and then I just make a tick mark in those corners there. I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see it, so I've just done some tick marks here and here, and then all I did was just cut where I made those tick marks, and if necessary that I need to make it smaller, then I can do. I place that on there, and there we go. So basically you just need to make sure that your triangle is slightly smaller than this triangle here. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And that's how that's how I got these triangle pieces here, but you do whatever works for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick them down. Okay, so there we go. So now what we need to do is add our adhesive. So we're going to place our adhesive on this section here. So I'm going to place a strip of this on there. Okay, and grab my piercing tool so I can peel that off. And you can fold this flat and place this together. I'm actually going to lift it up because I can't see what I'm doing. So you're going to fold that over like so. And there we go. Okay, and then we're going to come to the bottom, so we're going to fold in our sides, and we need to make sure where the back of the box is. So the seam is here, so you need to fold in the flap that's opposite to your seam last. Okay, so we have the seam here, so this flap's going to go down first, and then this one's going to go towards the back where that seam is. Okay, so we need to add our adhesive to this one here. And if you find sometimes that your box is a bit of a funny shape, get this flap here and just trim that down. Okay, so then it will fold over nicely and your box will be nice and straight. It won't be a wonky box. So I'm going to place some adhesive on here. Okay, like so, and then I'm going to just stand it up, make sure that it's all nice and straight before we stick that down. And there we go. So that is your bottom done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the corners here and we're going to push them in. So push the corners in like so to make a star shape, and then you just simply go to fold it in like that. And if you find that this bit keeps popping back up, just get your bone folder and run it along the edges like this. Okay, and then that will stay down. Okay, so there we go. So then what we're going to do is we're going to add our bag of treats in here, and we're going to have a bit of string sticking out the top. So then when you pull the string, your sweets are going to pop out of this section here. Okay, so that's your box. So now we're going to do the treat bag. Okay, so I've made my little treat bag, and I didn't have any small cellophane bags, so I just improvised with what I got. So I had a 6x4 cellophane bag, and I just folded the sides and cut it down to make this cute little bag. And then I just added a strip of the paper, added some ribbon, and you need to make sure that the ribbon is long enough so it passes the lid as well, so you're able to pull it out. Okay, and the ribbon is from that kit as well. So I'm going to pop that in, and also you need to make sure that your treat bag doesn't go past this score line here, because otherwise your lid won't fold down. So we're going to pop that in, make sure that the ribbon is sticking out of the lid, push those sides back in. Okay, push the lid in and there we go. Okay, and then obviously when the person pulls the ribbon, the treats will pop out like so. So now we just need to simply decorate our box. So for this I have got it all ready. So I've got my Santa, and it had a hole in his tummy, so I've added one of the sentiments there, and I've popped that up on some foam tape. I've also added some of his feet and the bubble on his hat and popped them up as well, and I've added some foam tape onto the back, and I'm just simply going to place that on the front like so. And there we go, we have our cute Santa pop-up treat box And how cute is that? That is my tutorial for today, and I really hope that you enjoyed it and it was helpful that I added the centimetre measurements in there as well. And if you like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. Please support me by hitting that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell as well for when you will get notified when I upload any video. So the links in the video description bar will be below for the magazine and also the papers that you can purchase off Craft Stash. And till next time, guys, take care and I will see you all soon. Bye.